That's a Jensen goal.
Put the audio on. And you're going live already? Well, all right, hockey fans, here we are, Sunday afternoon, playing the championship game against the Bears from White Bear Lake. Lakers enter this game 3-0, perfect on the tournament. White Bear, I do believe, has 1 tie and 2 wins. I think they tied the last game 5-5, I believe. Good hockey so far this weekend. The boys have been doing a relatively good job of staying out of the penalty box. That's always the key for any team when they're trying to win a game, is keep your head on your shoulders, stay disciplined, and don't give up too many one-man advantages, right? They had a couple hours off between games. Not sure if they all ordered correctly at the restaurant, but we'll find out soon about that too, I guess. Jack Johannes is starting goal for this championship game. Luke's record 2-0 with a 4-0 first game and 8-2 last game. Everybody skating for the Lakers except for Colton Quinn. Fortunately, suffered a bit of a shoulder or some sort of injury there in a game against the Dino. Horn blows. Bear all taking the pucks back. Should get started here in about 15-20 seconds at this Laker Hockey Championship Sunday game on its way. Oh, wait, with the fanfare of a championship game, I think we might get starting lineups in the national anthem here to celebrate the start of this game. So they're getting the microphones ready, maybe? Let's see. No, guess not. No, okay. They're just going to their corners to get ready for some hockey. Lakers are ready to go. Bears are ready to go. Let's see who's the best here in Anoka this weekend. Max Weekly starting at center. Jacob Henry on left defense. Ashton over at left wing. Right side looks like Nathan Russell. Right wing looks like Brecken Long. Brecken having a great game last night. Getting the game-winning goal and also got an empty netter there. Lakers start out with the puck in the Bear end. Puck comes in the middle. It's close. Max was right there. Wrist shot up high. Goalie got it. Behind the corner, Max goes into the corner a little hard. He gets the puck, though. And it comes out, and Bears have it. Nathan Russell shuts the door at the blue line, and that puck does leave. Russell tries to forward it, hits into Max. That comes back out. Maybe that's Brecken. All right, line change coming. Ashton grabs the puck behind the net. Forwards it up to, there's Ashton with the puck. Tries to do a crossing pass there, but a couple White Bear Lake guys were right on the blue line. Got away with it. Max is still out on the ice on the far right side. Leaves the puck behind in the corner. White Bear picks it up. They move it to their safety. A nice pass out to number 4, who's wide open. They enter the zone. Battle ensues, and Tyler Guitar maybe getting rung up for too much. Yeah, I guess, actually, no, it was Max. I didn't see Max in the play there, but he gets rung up. Okay. So, starting out early, unfortunately, they're in the box. 2 minutes on the clock. Lakers are going to be shorthanded. Chase coming out to the ice, and that's actually a wise coaching move. Chase had 2 goals shorthanded in the last game. Shot comes high over the net. Now back out to defense. The Bears keep it in. They work down along the boards. Defense shoots. Wrist shot blocked by many players. Then another shot goes whistling wide. Out to the other defense. They bring the puck in forward. Now walking in close. Around the net. Wraparound does not go in. I think Jack had something to do with that. Nice job, Jack. Chase working hard with the puck at the blue line. Dangerous. But puck does squeak out into the center ice. Bears take possession again. Top of the circle. Makes a move. In the middle. Stays with the puck. Gets tripped up. No arms. Shot low. Save made, and then a little bit of cross check there. I don't like seeing that. Behind the net is Carlson. Carlson banks off the boards. And then Landon's there to work hard to get that puck out, but doesn't do so. Still a minute to go on the one-man advantage for the Bears. Lakers get it out of the zone, and Landon's got space. Gets it at the blue line, works his way in. Shot! Goal! That's a shorty, ladies and gentlemen. Landon Ampilius with the goal, 1-0 Lakers. And what a play. He also has come around here quite a bit here recently. Been hitting the goalie a lot in the chest at the beginning of the season, but just recently started to see twine, and he's hitting it. Still 52 seconds to go on the one-man advantage for the Bears as they take the zone. They're offside, so they got to regroup, and they do. Mason's over there. So too is Jackson. Jackson bakes it off the boards, goes in the corner. White Bear has it. Jackson fights for it, and he gets it out. Way to go, Jackson Collins. Forwards it over to Mason. Mason powers through, and he's got Jackson open. Joe hits iron. If you guys didn't hear that at home, I'll tell you, there was a ping. And I'm guessing with the audio equipment that Nate's got here, you heard that. Good shot, Mason. That was fun to watch. No, Jackson had that shot. Still 21 seconds to go on a power play. 1-0 Lakers. Puck is dropped. They try to work it out to defense. It gets tangled up. Nathan Russell is here on the near side corner guarding the blue line. Puck goes in behind the net into the corner. They work with it behind the net. Turned fire, but there was really no one there on the boards to pick that up. The guy does get to it. Nathan will probably make short work of this, and he does. Doesn't let him enter the zone. Oh, look at that. A little bit of a turnover opportunity for Max as he gets out of the box. We're back to even strength. Now Max disengages from the play. Eleven and a half minutes to go, first period. It's 1-0 Prior Lake. Chase is at the center dot. Carlson's back on defense, and so is Jacob Henry. Looks like Landon's over on the left wing. Or is that Ammerman? That's a 13. That's Ammerman. Ammerman's on the left wing. And the right wing is Bisick. Ammerman puts his guy to the boards, and he walks out with the puck. He's looking for a pass. He tries the center, but that gets broken up. Now, White Bear Lake dumps it in deep, cross corner. It's good. Josh gets it. He fends off the, White Bear Lake here staples him into the boards, no arms up. Shot coming from the slot, gets blocked a bit, steered wide. Carlson tries to leave the zone with it, but it doesn't happen. Comes back to Jack, that makes easy work of that. Try to bank it off the boards there, but it was blocked by White Bear Lake forward. Now we have, that was icing. Face-off coming back over by Jack, left side. Got a stick and a glove picked up by the referee. That's more equipment than we usually see him have. Like White Bear Lake guy left his. We got a medical. That's why. Okay, that explains it. We'll take a little bit of a break here. Medical team comes up to take a look at a White Bear Lake player. Hope he's all right. All right, both teams go back out to the circle. Ref blows the whistle. Puck is dropped. White Bear wins it forward. They get a shot from low. It goes behind the net. Brecken Long is over there. He moves it along the boards into neutral ice. Max is coming hard on the right side. He's offsides now, and the ref acknowledges that. Face-off coming just outside the blue ice. Tyler over at left defense. Right defense is Carter Langley. White Bear Lake takes the zone. Their top circle, they're all alone. Shot went to the top right side, but missed it. And Brecken tries to carry out his zone. Almost got it there. And now Tyler using the board, sends it along to Brecken. Brecken trying to play it off someone, but it gets blocked up. Another play off the glass. And now everyone stays on the right side of the ice. A couple Lakers come off for a line change on the defensive side. Nathan Russell and Jackson Collins stepping on. Jackson going off for the puck on the near side board. Nathan protecting the blue line. Jackson with the centering opportunity. Ashton's there. Pad save. Now White Bear Lake's coming screaming on the near side board. Nathan Russell's there. He whacks at his player. Gets a little bit of, no, cleared it off. We're good. Jacob Henry's on the other right defense. Lakers get it out of the zone. White Bear Lake's going to have to regroup. Jackson's playing aggressive on the floor. They're coming up the middle, but gets whacked off their stick by Nathan. And into our zone. Jack gets called off by Nathan. Nathan banks it off the boards over to Jacob Henry. Now behind the net, that's Jackson Collins. Running into the guy, but no harm, no foul. Puck gets banked off the boards, goes the distance. That's icing. 8 minutes, 44 seconds go, first period. 1-0 Lakers. A lot of action on both sides, time of possession on both sides. Got a pretty even matchup here. Puck is dropped, White Bear takes possession. From their defense, they get it to the middle, but Jackson goes in there and he takes it away. Moves it up to the middle to Landon. Landon moves it to Emmerman, and it gets taken off his stick. Everybody's back on sides, and Lakers retake the zone. Through the middle it goes, and White Bear turns it around. Actually, Landon with another interception works it through the legs and into the zone on net. Goalie covers that one up, and there we go. Face off in front of the White Bear Lake goalie. That line worked hard just to move the puck down to that end. Now let's see if Tyler and Carter, Ammerman, Jackson, and who's on the right? Maybe Landon. Tyler squares up to the puck carrier, top of the circle. They shoot it low. It's off Tyler's pads. Good block. Jackson is there. White Bear takes with the puck. Ooh, a little aggressive, but he stays with the puck. No arms up. D6, they would have called that. In low, hits off of Jack, who had that edge covered nicely. And Landon going through. He's got one-handed moves. He's doing a great job coming across that. Drives into, woo, just a little bit too fine-tuned. And that goes wide. That was Landon again with another break-up attempt. He's close. Took a whack at it. Now White Bear comes with it. Through the middle. A lot of Lakers in front. Not worried about this one yet. Into the corner it goes. Tyler's there. He rings the boards. Landon is over there. Jackson goes in hard to the boards against his player. And he goes around behind the net. Sees Ammerman. Let's see if he can get the puck over to him. No, he doesn't. And White Bear Lake takes control. But not for long. Carter works the puck along the boards to Ammerman. Ammerman back through the middle, but he hits Landon. I'm guessing he took a look at that. Landon is there. Brings it across. Oh, he went backwards into the zone, and that's not textbook, but hey, do what you got to do. That's offside. At least we're getting a face-off over on this side of the ice, so it's half. Puck is dropped. Jacob Henry on defense. Looks at the puck, sees it, takes control, dumps it in. Good play. Henry Bisick and Mason go after it. And actually in low, there's Chase jumping in on a loose puck down low. He sets up for a pass to someone. It goes around behind the net over to Henry. Henry tries to backhand it. Doesn't make contact. Chase is there. Chase gets fought for that puck, but Lakers come up with it. Jacob Henry defending the blue line. Goes around behind the net. Henry Bisick goes after it. He goes into the corner hard against his player. And Chase goes there too. Chase gets it. They run into each other. People are falling everywhere. Now Baumgartner goes after it there. Well, actually, ooh, that's intercepted at the blue line. We got a foot race here. Josh is there, and so's the goalie. That was Jack. Good job, Jack, coming out and saying, you know what? I'm going to get there first. That takes balls to steel, ladies and gentlemen, but Jack did it. Turnaround. Behind the net it goes. There's Josh. Josh has it. He's got space. Looks for somebody, but he's right in front of our own net. So there you go. Chip shot out. Nice job, Josh. And over to Baumgartner. He makes a move between the legs. Gets a little bit rubbed out. Still gets onto the puck. Mason doing a great job getting it into the middle, but that's blocked. And now it comes out. Whacked at by Carter. Carter keeping it in and then out. Plenty of room here, though, as Russell goes after it. He picks it up behind the net. Forwards it out to Max. Max centers it into the middle. Good job. But it does get intercepted. They chase after. Max coming from right to left. He picks it up on the near sideboards. Out of the zone it goes. Brecken has it. Waiting for everybody clear. Gets the green light. Enters the zone. Makes a nice body move. Goes into the corner. Still retains control of the puck. Now White Bear picks it up. Max is there. So is Nathan Crumble. Max working with it in the neutral ice. Gets over to Brecken. Now Brecken starts. Brecken gets it back to Max. Max, Brecken, and Carter. Offsides would be the call. 4 minutes ago. Again, pretty even hockey, back and forth. Fun to watch. Opportunities on both ends. Goalie's doing a great job. Jack there coming out, attacking that foot race. That was good hockey. Ashton over at the left wing. Carlson at defense. Max was taking this face off there. Brecken still on the right side. And Tyler now at defense. Tyler behind the net, using the board, sees Ashton. Gets out of the zone. No, it does not. Stays in there. And goes around to Josh's side. Josh puts it up into the netting. We'll get a face off. Still 4 minutes to go in the first period. 1-0 Prior Lake. Puck is dropped. Oh, we got a trip coming, unfortunately. And, yeah, right off the face-off, we got a tripping call on the Lakers. Max gets some instruction from the referee, as he should. I think the referee is going to make sure Max actually hurt him. Two minutes tripping. Max Weekly goes to the box. Power play now for White Bear Lake. White Bear Lake behind the net. Oh, Tyler puts the puck player into the boards, keeps him there. And White Bear Lake returns the favor. Both these teams being pretty aggressive. It's fun to, I mean, you know, that's hockey. You do need to be somewhat aggressive, as long as they play fair. Keep the elbows down is the big thing. Keep the sticks down too. Stay away from those back checks. All right, to defense. They try to shoot it. They miss. Brecken takes advantage of that. I feel good about his odds. He does a good job around the blue line. Beats two players. Gets in low. Gets tripped. No arm for that either. And maybe a D6 ref I would have agreed with calling on that one. All right, fired from Josh. Josh gets to the goalie's glove. He doesn't handle it. Brecken's got it down low. Ashton set up in the middle. Yes, the Lakers, you can take shots even though you're on a penalty kill. And there they go. Firing wide into the corner it goes. Out to defense. Russell works it up. Goes to Ashton. Ashton working with it. Ashton making a turn. Sees Brecken out front. They're fighting. Brecken's in space. Let's get the puck to him. Ashton staying with that. I mean, he won every battle he was in right there. That was amazing. Back out to defense. Banked off the boards and into the corner. Now Brecken gets a chance. Gets turned around. Nathan's there. He defends the blue line. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is a power play for White Bear Lake. Just so we're clear. That puck does leave the zone. Nathan picks it up. They're making a line change, and they actually got him here on a line change. That's a pretty rare event. And the goalie's equal to the task there as White Bear gets control of the puck behind the net. They kind of wait on it and gave us an opportunity to go after that. Who was that hard-working player there? That was Nathan Russell who went after that. All right, now we're free from the box, so I suppose the puck will be in our end now. Russell sends it around behind the net. Landon goes after it. And Jackson. Nathan has it, forwards up to Jackson. I see Emmerman on the ice. They do have some fresh legs, but not everybody. That gets out of the zone, and it's picked up immediately by a White Bear Lake player coming off the bench. They bring it in on sides, and Jacob Henry there sends it back into the neutral ice. Picked up by Nathan, but he's got to be pretty tired by now, so I'm not sure what kind of legs he's going to have. He keeps it on the boards, goes to the middle with it. It gets broken up. A lot of players go down behind the net. Puck comes back across the middle and dumped in on Jack. He squeezes that one. Get the whistle. No, the referee doesn't blow the whistle, so play continues. Nathan has the puck, and again, he's got to be getting tired. All right, Landon sees Ammerman, but it gets broken up. Jacob Henry bouncing off the boards. There's Landon now. Oh, and Ammerman keeping it in. Does a good job allowing Jackson to get control of the puck. They pass it over to Carlson. Out of the zone with White Bear Lake. They stream through the middle. This is a coast-to-coast effort by number 8 here. He goes around behind the net. Lakers catch up to him there. They drop it for defense. Shot comes, but wide. They feed defense. Defense winds up. Nice wrist shot. Jack turns outside. Great save. Through the middle it goes. No one there until defense picks it up. They center it again. This time Tyler gets it out of the zone into a Landon who is streaking through the middle. Landon de-pucks the player and takes control. Good job, Landon. Got to make one move there. Unfortunately, didn't have enough space to make that move. Carter sends it in. Goalie has to make a stop. That's the end of one. 1-0 Prior Lake. I'm not sure if they're keeping a very accurate count. I feel like Jack at least had 3 or 4 that I can think of. Yeah, I mean, he caught 1 or 2. I mean, they had face-offs right there after that. Well, at any rate, we're 1-0 Lakers. Yeah, shots on goal do say 8-1, which we would disagree with. At any rate, that's not the score that matters. The score that matters is the goals, and that's the one in which we have a 1-0 lead. They switch sides of the ice. Jack starts heading towards his net. Chase starts out at center for the second period. Henry Bisick on the right wing. Carter Langley on the left wing. Mason back at left defense, and Jackson on right defense. Goalies check their nets, give a nod to the referee. Get ready to drop the puck for the second period of hockey. So my comments about penalties being bad for the Lakers, I guess that's hard to square with the results so far this game, but in general, they should stay out of the penalty box. Shouldn't intentionally go in the penalty box to try to get some time possession and goals, that's for sure. All right, into the corners, Chase making a move, gets back out to the winger there, taking a nice shot. Tyler firing it over the net. Into the midboards it goes, Chase is there. That puck is won out by Chase, and Mason's there too. Mason picks it up, tries to get it over to Henry, but he gets taken down. No arms. Behind the net, the battle rages. as a whack and a little bit of extra by Bisek, maybe more extra than they need, and yet, be honest with you, no arms. Off the into the zone it goes. I'm just kind of amazed here that they didn't call any penalties. That was a bit much from Henry to do that, but the referees said play on. They want to get home today. Carter there on defense, working well. Carter sends it out of the zone, and White Bear Lake corrals it. They work some passes through the middle, and they get it. Get to the top of the circle. Carter doing a good job knocking the puck off of his stick, and it's over to Chase. Chase is streaming up the right side. Ooh, through the skates. Fancy move over to Brecken. Brecken with the shot. Goalie does not handle it. Ashton is there. Diving goal. Oh, the defender goes in and slides it. Wow, this is some real firehouse hockey here now, ladies and gentlemen. Carlson just hits the post after it hits a skate in front. Behind the net is Ashton. Ashton feeding in the middle. There it goes! As Max Weekly hammers it home. Right on the doorstep. Wow. What action. 2-0 Lakers. That was quite a series of events. All right, well, Max is back at the faceoff dot, and so is Brecken over there in the right wing. Carlson goes back after the puck, and Nathan picks it up. White Bear Lake wins that battle, gets it up front. It's in the middle, and they're going to drive in on that one. Takes up to the corner, they go with it. Ashton goes in there. These guys are they're a little juiced up right now. There's a penalty. All right. Okay, yeah, takedown. 2 points? Not in hockey. It's 2 minutes for White Bear Lake. Yeah, you can tell their emotions are running a little bit high for both teams. There's a roughing call, of course, and face-off will come just outside the White Bear Lake goaltender. All right, referee's giving some comments to the crowd, I guess. Nobody really heard what he said, so. All right, 12 and a half minutes to go. It's 2-0 now, Lakers. And a power play on the board. Puck is dropped. Lakers work hard for that one and come up with the puck. Players go down, but behind the net is Chase. Chase working hard. Boy, that guy takes him down. And the puck is still loose. Into the corner it goes. This is Mason. Mason to defense. Tyler shoots it. Goalie gets in the glove. Minute 42 remaining on the penalty. So they'll have a one-man advantage here as the Lakers get themselves set for the face-off dot. Chase is still out in center. White Bear Lake wins that one, and they bank it out all the way down the ice for icing. Get another face-off just to the left of the goalie. Jack fires it down the ice, and pretty good shot. Certainly came with enough power. Just accuracy could use a little work. Puck is dropped, goes out to the defense. That's won by the Lakers. Tyler feeds along the boards, goes around behind the net. Chase backs it out. Defense. Tyler over to Max. And that puck leaves the zone. It's going the distance. Jack's going to have to move this puck. And he does. Sets it aside and onto the stick of his defenseman. Now Max has it. He's got one man to beat. Oh, got him on the skates. But coming behind was Mason and picking it up onside. Bear Lake continues with the puck in the zone. Hard hit in the corner that Mason evades. He's got a little time now. He feeds the left winger. That was Max. Takes a good hard shot. Stopped by the blocker, though. Puck leaves the zone. Lakers will have to regroup. Nice quick pass to the corner for Chase. He blew a wheel there. Goes down, but Mason's quick to jump in and support. Now Chase back enters the play, and he comes in. Good teamwork here by the Lakers. Puck now leaves the zone. Tyler's there. He crosses the ice. Goes over to Max. Max tries to shift sides. Comes back into the corner here on sides. Mason has it. Mason inside behind the net. Mason looking for a pass. Feeds it out to Max again. Max back to the corner. Yeah, he gets around behind the net. Chase is quick to pick it up. Still 13 seconds left to go in the man advantage for the Lakers as Max picks it up. Max sends it out to defense. Nathan's got a little space, but he hits a stick, and it trickles wide. Max is there. Now the penalty has expired. The White Bear Lake player has entered the play. We are even strength while their battle happens behind the nets. White Bear now picks it up, and they got space to get it out. Oh, Nathan steps in and breaks up that play. Way to go. Goalie tries to get a glove on, is unable to do so. And that puck goes into the corner. White Bear picks it up. And goes to the far side where Josh will dig it off the boards. He banks it over to Max. These guys have got to be getting tired as Chase gets off the ice. Coming on fresh is Brecken. And now that the goalie's got it covered up, the rest of the line will shift. Good effort for the Lakers there. Good power play, and I mean, they got some shots. They worked the puck along in the zone for quite a while. Even after it was even strength, they did a good job of moving the puck. Brecken long now at the face-off dot. Landon over at the right wing. Back out to Tyler. Tyler fires. I don't know if the goalie knows where it is. Yeah, it was in his pads, but the referee saw it. Tyler and Carter Langley at the defensive pairing. Ashton over in the left wing. Puck is dropped. Tyler sends it down to Brecken behind the net. He picks it up, drops it for Ashton. Nice play. Ashton couldn't get it off to a waiting Landon. Charging in is Carter. And Landon's there waiting on the wings. He picks it up, sends it back to Ashton. Ashton forwards it over to Landon. Back using the boards. Fancy play there. And Ashton with a diving backhand, but the goalie was able to put the blocker up. I don't know. I'm aiming at this goalie's glove, not his blocker. It's his blocker seems pretty rock solid. Ammerman takes the ice on the left wing. Jackson Collins at the dot. Henry Bisick on the right wing. Tyler and Carter still in the defensive pairing. White Bear Lake comes up the face-off. They drive through the middle. A little bit of a poke check there by Ammerman. Sends that play off. But they regather it and enter the zone. They're down low and they center. Gets broken up. Working along the near side boards. That puck, a nice pass. Got it up to the outside. Ammerman was holding his position out there. Gets the puck. Henry Bisick going behind the net. Centers it. Gets taken down. Ammerman gets taken down in front. Looking for a whistle. He ain't going to find one here. These refs are not about calling light plays. It's got to be pretty heavy, my friend. Round the net it goes. And stepping in is Carter. Good job by defenseman to step in there. That leaves the zone, but they're going to swing it right back to this near side to Henry. Henry dumps it in. They're going to call that offsides? I guess they're going to call that offsides. So we'll get a face-off just outside the zone. 8.5 minutes to go. Second period. 2-0 Lakers. Goals coming from Landon and Max. Been good hockey. They're definitely both playing hard. The puck is one forward, but White Bear Lake gathers it. Banks it high off the boards. But Tua's a right winger. That was a really pretty good play. Gets tied up in the middle. And that was Max coming out with it. Max coming out with it again. A good player. Behind the net or into the corner, I should say it goes. That's Brecken. And Jacob Henry goes to help out support and pick that puck up. That puck gets lifted up high into the net for a whistle. Most of the action so far this period's been over on the White Bear end of things, which has been good. Get a face-off here to Jack's right. Lakers defense has been really good about corralling it in the middle. Any sort of passes tend to get broken up or end up on a Lakers stick like we didn't just see there. Mason quickly getting it over to Landon. Landon regroups, makes some fancy footwork there, battles with it, but leaves it just a bit behind. White Bear struggles to take the zone as the Lakers put a full man-to-man pressure going. Good play to forward it up to Landon, but it is stolen there at center ice. Carlson using the boards to try to bank it out, but gets blocked. Forwarding opportunity, making good stick work there is Landon. Landon coming out with it. He's got a player in the middle too. He forwards it up to Mason. Mason backs out to defense, and Russell takes a shot. And Nathan. White Bear Lake comes up with it. They enter the zone. He lifted up high around the boards, goes behind the nets. Lakers take care of that threat. Ooh, actually, got clogged up there in the mid-near boards. I missed that. Lakers now going to the far side. This time they work it out. Just a little bit too bit of a stretch pass. But since the White Bear player touched it, no icing. Back out to Carter. Carter takes it in the boards, but the puck stays there. In fact, he's able to forward it. Hockey's a game of sacrifice. Sometimes you got to give up the body to forward the puck for your team, right? Nathan shooting gets deflected up front and into the corner. Jackson fighting for the puck there out to defense. Carter hits a player, and he gets the puck. Sends it over to his winger on the right side as they go off for a line change. Good turnaround by Ammerman. He forwards it ahead. And Henry Bisick comes on the ice fresh. Henry sets, with a bit of a slash there at the end of the play, Henry. Let's not do that. Carter picks up the puck. He fires it over to Henry. And into the zone it goes. Tyler now behind the net. Oh, that turns around and comes back hard at Jack. Blocker side and in the net. Lead has been just cut in half. This is now a hockey game. 5.5 minutes to go in the second. It's now 2-1, Lakers. Unfortunate series of turnovers led to that goal. White Bear did capitalize with a hard shot. Puck is dropped. White Bear Lake comes up with it. Ashton's over there on the far side boards. He battles for the puck and moves it out the Laker way. Max now has it, banks it off the boards, but not out. Josh Carlson sees the puck behind the net, looks up to see if he can see Long, turns it around, but he hits the referee. Unfortunately, that's just bad luck. And the referee goes down with the White Bear Lake player. I bet the referee's going to start calling penalties now. As Brecken Long takes his own. The referee did get up. He's skating fine, if not a little slow. Puck comes out to defense. Josh fired, but hits another guy in the skates. He backhands it in behind the net. Max is there, and so is Ashton. Ashton holds on to the puck. Now, Max now comes up with it. And now Brecken sees the puck loose. But White Bear gets it out. It's a one-on-one situation here. They hit their winger. They caught up to the play. Jack makes that save. Good job, Jack. Someone left a stick behind on the backside post. Looks like it was Tyler. Puck's on the near side board. It does leave the zone. This might trickle onto the goalie. I don't think it should be icing. And not even to get to the goalie. Max chases that one down. Does leave the zone, so everybody's got to wait. There they go. Now they dump it in on sides. Good play. Good smart hockey. Landon goes into the corner. White Bear Lake comes up, and they start their breakout. They're on the right side, going hard. They make their move past the first defenseman, shoots it in low, but Jack makes a save, but I guess turns the puck around behind the net. Play continued. Now here we got Landon centering it to Mason. Mason goes into the corner. White Bear Lake comes out with it. Gets out to defense. Carter fires. Just a little wide. And Mason centering, hits a pad save. That puck gets brought in by the defenseman to his goalie's glove for the whistle. 3.5 minutes to go. It's 2-1 Lakers. We're still in the second period. Both teams even strength. Chase at the face-off dot, comes out to Nathan Russell. Nathan shoots, goes into the corner for Chase. Chase looks up for a pass. He's got Mason helping him out. And Mason comes out with it. He looks for Landon in front. Doesn't get a chance to get the pass after him, so Chase comes in and helps out. Chase makes a move, top of the circle. He got mugged. And now Landon has it. Landon banks it off the boards in deep. There's Mason. Mason turning around and going off to Chase. Chase at the midboards, going back to defense, gets broken up, and now White Bear comes out with it. But Nathan did a good job of being alert hockey there, and was the last man back to save the day, and he did. All right, we switch sides of the ice. Mason now takes the zone, and he's got Chase in the middle. Chase goes around behind the net. He goes into the corner with it. It's got Landon in the middle. Behind the net, looking for something to develop. You know, White Bear Lake is kind of disciplined there in a way. They're not chasing behind the net like you'd think they would, but they're blocking the pass opportunity. Sometimes you send two players behind the net, and all of a sudden there is no one to block the center in front. And so, anyway, Landon's here. He takes it to the middle. It's on his backhand, so it's going to be hard for him to shoot. He banks it out the boards to Mason. Through the middle, White Bear Lake with their breakout. Dangerous, their breakout. But that defense did a great job of corralling. Nice job, Lakers. Carter's there on defense. He banks it out the boards back to Landon. Good job. Again, this defense is not giving up much. Now Ammerman. And Jackson. Gets forwarded into the zone. A couple fresh legs come on. There's Henry Bisick. Behind the net, the puck goes. Carter's there. He's probably getting a little tired. He's been out there for a bit. Centering for the breakout, but not quite connecting. Henry goes into the boards. Comes out to Jackson.
Jackson back! Carter watching!
Can't quite see what's going on. And so now White Bear Lake picks it up at the dot. They center it. There's a Lakers stick there once again, which is good. Lakers been great about that. Oh, boy. Oh, here's an opportunity for Henry. Henry's got a player in the middle. It's Ammerman. Ammerman backhands it into the net. One-timer. Henry Bisick. Nick Ammerman. What a play. Way to go, Lakers, as they put 3-1 on the board with 40 seconds to go. I love that teamwork. I love that selflessness. When you pass in front of the net like that, I know if you're close, he could have taken a shot too, and he had every right to. But Ammerman was wide open, and there's nothing but Twine in front of him, and he did the right thing. We get the goal, get the win. Teamwork. All right. White Bear Lake has the puck. They forward it out to their left winger. Through the middle. No, White Bear Lake takes the zone. Still 20 seconds to go, so White Bear Lake has enough time for a legitimate attack. Josh putting his player into the board. Staying on the near side boards and out of the zone. That ought to end the second period, as White Bear Lake chases this one all the way down to their goalie. Ashton's there, so is Max. That's the whistle for the end of two. The Lakers up 3-1. Looks like we're going to zam, so we'll take a bit of a break.
We gotta go. Josh, get back on the board. Where are you? 6'8". I am color. Easy. Where are you at? Greg. Coach, you're starting on defense. You guys break it down. I want to hear it. All right? I want them to hear it. Going through. We don't get away from it. We don't get away from it.
What's the name of one with the spots on it? One city?
That's the only way.
Dad! Nate! Where's Ron? Ron? R-O-N.
30 seconds. Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh, that's right.
Speaking? Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, Lakers are back out on the ice. A little bit of a 1-minute warm-up here after they Zamboni. As well as tournaments where they Zam every 4 periods to try to keep the Zamboni down. Boys get a clean sheet ice to start the third with a 3-1 lead against White Bear Lake. Lakers in white, White Bear Lake in the darks. So in that, so far in the game here, we got shots on goal of 13 for Prior Lake, and they only have 3 on White Bear. Is that right? Yeah. I mean, all right, shots on goal are still goofy. And then how do you? Should I refresh it? I was just gonna scroll down to see all the goals, but oh yeah, there we go. Well. Yeah, Max with the first goal. Wait, is that right? Oh, those are leaders. The tournament leaders. Oh, there we go. Yeah, Landon's got a goal. And who else? You know, Ammerman got, Max has the goal. Yep. Max, Landon, and then Ammerman got that third goal from a great pass from Henry Giesick. 15 minutes on the clock. Third period begins. White Bear Lake wins the face-off, and Nathan Russell sends it up to Jackson. Jackson Collins gets in. He backhands it, and just behind the net. Wow, he got the goalie beat, but wasn't able to close that one as the puck leaves the zone. Lakers get back in on sides. Puck stays at the blue line. But yet now that one bounced out. Now we're back out in the neutral ice as Jacob Henry passes it over to Nathan. Nathan up to Jackson. Through the middle it goes. Puck goes length of the ice all the way to Jack. Jack hands it off to Jacob. Using the boards. Comes up for the mid boards. That puck gets blocked, but Landon comes in to pick it up. Behind the net it goes. Jackson's looking up to make his pass begin to break out. Ammerman almost gets it out, but it gets turned around, and a pad saved by Jack sends it to the near side boards. Behind the net it goes. Russell picks it up. White Bear gets their stick in there, and they go after it deep. White Bear has it. They move it out to the boards. And now Jackson. Jackson forwards it up to Landon, but not out. Try that again. This time Collins forces his way out of the zone, and the puck goes with him. And he's rewarded with a turnover there at neutral ice, but he certainly has to work for it as he chases the player around behind the net. He goes into the corner hard, but the puck stays in the zone where Brecken is able to pick it up. White Bear Lake turns it around, but Chase Goemon, Tyler, easily handles that. Ashton takes his player down, but creates some space to get the puck. Coming in behind, shot, but just behind the net. Max is over there, he's behind the net. He centers it across the middle. There's Ashton. Wow, goalie makes a great save with the pads as that puck gets sent over to the near side boards. Carlson takes a shot, but it hits a player, and White Bear Lake takes it in. Top of the circle, they lose the puck. And Max, using the boards, goes up high. They actually get it out of the zone, forcing White Bear Lake to regroup. Brecken picks up the puck, uses the boards, creates some space, gets past one guy, gets almost past two, but he put his shoulder into it. Max gives it back to Brecken. Brecken's in space. Gets it out to a waiting Ashton, who hammers it, but a pad save is made. Oh no, there's a turnover as White Bear Lake comes screaming along the near side boards. They create space, one-on-one and Jack. Jack gets his leg pad up to 1, 2, 3 saves for Jack with the pad, and the Lakers are going the other way. Way to go, Jack. Boy, you don't see action for a while, and then when it comes hard. He got his leg pads out there, and they just could not hammer it home. Ashton out to defense. Defense fires, pad save. Carter Langley keeps it in. Shot coming from mid boards. That was Max, I believe. Max back out to Carter. Carter, hard shot. Boy, that moves him. That was like a curveball as that one dropped. Goalie was able to make a save, or at least puck didn't go in. Brecken throws his shoulder into the boards. Max chases after it as it gets out from the middle. White Bear Lake takes the zone with one player because everybody else had to go get a line change. Carter ties that player up. Nathan picks up the puck. They ain't got the boards, but that gets intercepted. White Bear Lake takes a shot on net. Jack turns that aside. And now Max goes behind the net for the puck. He picks it up, forwards it on to Brecken. Now back in the corner for Tyler. Tyler backhands it along the boards, but Ashton's over here. Ashton picks it up, passes it out to Max. Max dumps it in deep. Line change for the Lakers as that puck goes all the way down for icing. It's a good effort to get that line change. They definitely got the line change in before the icing. So no harm, no foul, just a face-off Jack's left. 10 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the third, 3-1 Lakers. Referee is chatting to the White Bear Lake team, pointing at, I don't know, Jackson Collins is going into the corner. Must have dropped something. Probably a mouth guard must have fallen out. But he got it. Play will continue. Chase at the face-off dot. Jacob Henry here on the left wing. He gets the puck. It goes over to Mason. Oh, he tries to get it out, but offsides. That was a close one. Referee stopped the play, and we'll get a face-off. Mason on the left wing. Chase at the face-off dot. Henry on the right. Tyler at defense. And White Bear tries to take the zone, but Jacob Henry picks it up. Lakers work through neutral ice. Mason taps it all the way down deep. Behind the net, Lakers have the puck. Tyler's in front. Puck goes in deep. It's clean. Jacob's there. Everybody collides behind the net, and White Bear Lake picks it up. Looking for someone to pass to, but he goes around behind the net where White Bear is right there. Jack had that post sealed off. Here's so they're counting any of these shots on goals, as indeed it does rise to 6. Although I think it actually should be about 8 by now. At any rate, near side boards. Puck does come out and goes the length of the ice. This will be icing. Referee blows the whistle, and we'll get a face-off over in front of White Bear Lake's goaltender. Jackson Collins at the face-off dot. Hammerman over there on the near side boards. Puck comes out to the blue line. Nathan whacks at it and sends it into the corner. Hammerman goes after it. That puck comes back along the boards again. Nathan's there, but has a little harder time with it as it's in neutral ice. A lot of players fighting for it. This is where you got to take a look around if you're a skater. Who's around me? Where am I in space? Am I in my right spot? Jackson picked it up. He sends a pass over to Hammerman. Hammerman uses the boards, forward it back out to Carlson. Josh has it. Josh sends it through the middle, but probably too far as icing is called. 8.5 to go. We're in the third period. It's 3-1 Lakers. This face-off coming to Jack's right. White Bear Lake wins the face-off, but Jackson, through sheer will, just drives out and gets the puck. Landon's with him, so too is Hammerman. They fan out. White Bear Lake picks it up on their red line. They try their breakout, but don't hit their winger, and so Carlson picks it up. Puck leaves the zone. as plenty of Lakers are there to quash the threat. Out to defense. Second time that defender's had a hard time with that puck. It happens. Feels like lead sometimes out there. Picked up by Jackson. Jackson gets it to the middle to Landon, and into the offensive zone it goes. Landon putting his stick down, keeping it in play, bouncing with it, backhands over to Jackson. Jackson fires. Up into the netting it goes. 7.5 minutes, 3-1 Lakers in this championship Sunday.
Are you good, Russ? You sure? You need a break?
Max at the faceoff dot. Carter Langley back at defense. Ashton on the left wing. Puck goes Ashton's way, gets over him. Carter keeps it in. Now Ashton works with it. He closes that off. Back to Carter. Ashton sees a guy down low. And centering leaves the zone. Tyler has it to regroup. Tyler over to Carter. Carter sends it up. Good pass over to Brecken. Goalie comes out of his net to send it the other way hard. Tyler has it. Back out to Carter. And they forward it up to the right winger. That's Brecken over there. And now Max with it. Max with the right side. He shoots, hits the goalie in the face. Still has the puck. Tries another shot. But the puck is out. Comes back out to defense. There's Tyler. He takes a hard shot, bounces, hits a few players. Max had a whack at it, but it was a bouncing puck. Into the corner it goes. And now back out to defense. Carter at the blue line sends it in wide, and it's easily picked up by White Bear Lake stick. And probably in desperation, they send it the length of the ice. I guess you are free to make line changes under icing calls, huh? Okay, college pro maybe? Yeah. So be it. Fresh legs come out for both teams. Out to defense is Jacob Henry. He goes D to D to Carlson. Carlson has to stop with his skates and then regroup. And regroup he does as he backhands it over to Mason. Mason makes a move. And White Bear Lake picks it up. Landon throwing the stick in there, gets in a turnover, allowing Chase to fly in there and smack one. But no goal. White Bear Lake chases after it. Jacob Henry's there. He gets taken into the boards. Puck stays in the corner and behind the net. Centering attempt doesn't get to anybody. And this time Chase has it. Referee's yelling at the defender there to ease up a bit, and Chase gets some space because of it. Chase just skates it out to Mason. Mason goes the rest of the way, sends it in on net, puts a glove over it, but you know what? Everybody gets a line change there, and smart hockey. 5.5 minutes to go. We're in the third period. 3-1 Lakers. You're watching Laker hockey. Pew pew. Do you have any sound effects? No? Yeah, so you gotta get the pew pew sounder at least. All right, White Bear Lake almost jumping on this one. But thanks to Carter Langley there working hard, they don't develop that play. Wow, Ammerman putting the legs together, blocking that puck. Good work, Ammerman. That puck leaves the zone. Nathan has a little trouble with it, but regroups and makes a bank pass. Oh, look at that pass. Over to Brecken, lines up, takes a wrist shot. That's actually Landon. Good play there. Good heads-up hockey, that pass along the blue line there. From one side of the ice to the other. I love watching that. Puck leaves the zone, so Russell regroups. Turns around, fires it quick, but too quick, as a couple Lakers hadn't yet cleared. Offsides is the call, 4.5 minutes to go, 3-1. Third period for the Lakers. Face-off coming at center ice. Ashton, Max, and Brecken across the front. Jacob at defense along with Tyler. White Bear Lake has it. They take the zone. Shot comes from top of the circle. Jack turns out of side. A scrum into the corner goes. White Bear goes behind the net. Guy tries to wrap. Jack comes across, makes the save. Woof. And through the zone it goes. Well, that's Ashton. Ashton's got Max in the middle. Puck comes across the side of the ice. Max has to chase it down, and Brecken's there. Brecken's at the midboards. He works it off into the middle. Backhanding opportunity. Gets onto a White Bear Lake stick, and no, well, okay. I guess that's out of the zone. So offsides it is. Face-off is won by the Lakers, and Landon takes a shot over the net. White Bear intercepts in the middle. Make a few passes, and they get it out of the zone. That puck goes into the corner where Nathan Russell is first to reach it. He takes his player down easy and comes up with the puck. They work hard along this near side board, but the puck is not out. And White Bear Lake takes it down low. They have it now behind the net. A lot of Lakers are chasing. They need to start looking around about where they should be. Oh, look at this. Backhand pass up to two Lakers. It's Landon and Mason. And there they go. Landon with the pass over to Mason. Shot, goal, 4-1. Lakers. Great heads-up hockey there to feed those passes. There's 2 assists on that one. Who made that initial pass? Did you see? Yeah. That was good heads-up hockey by the team. Just shy of 3 minutes to go. Lead is now extended 3 goals, so it's 4-1. Lakers win the face-off. Comes out to Carter. Carter over to Tyler. Tyler up to Landon. Landon sends it in deep. That puck gets corralled around the boards. Kept in by Carter. Now Chase. Chase out there? Or was that Tyler? No, it must be. Yeah, Chase is out there. Now Chase goes after it. And Mason. Yeah, so they gave the second assist to Chase. So Chase to Landon to hard hit there along the far side boards. To Baumgartner for that goal. So nice job to those 3 as they extend the lead 4-1 for the Lakers. That puck is loose out in front and hit hard off the glass. Smart play by Tyler as he did not want anything to develop there. Landon fights for it. A couple guys jump the boards. As I see Ammerman's now out there and Jackson. White Bear Lake getting in close. Pad save. Puck's still alive. And in front, good stick work by Ammerman to break that play up. Carter takes his player into the boards. Uses his body, comes up with the puck, but he ended up feeding defense. He just sends it down the side. Player goes down, and Jackson goes after it. They all battle for the puck in the corner. 1 minute to go. Looks like White Bear Lake has pulled their goaltender. And in front, that puck is safe. Oh, boy. Yeah, can only do so much. Jack scrambles for that one, but that player from White Bear Lake wisely shot it high. And no doubter. As it's now 4-2. 57 seconds to go. Oddly, well, yeah, I guess maybe not oddly, but White Bear Lake puts their goalie back in. I suppose they want to make sure they win the face-off before they pull him again. White Bear Lake calls a timeout. 57 seconds to go, third period, 4-2 Lakers. Yeah. Ref rolls the whistle as we get a final minute of play here in this championship game for the Lakers. Holding on to a 2-goal lead. 57 seconds on the clock. Lakers send out Ashton, Brecken, Max, Tyler, and who's on the right side? Nathan. Referees talk about how they're going to drop this puck. Decide some things. Lot to talk about. Keep jabbing. Not sure who he's giving instruction to everybody here. All right, now the puck is dropped. Let's go here, fellas. White Bear Lake takes the zone, and their goalie screams out of the net. 6-man comes on. Puck is held low against the boards. Puck goes in on Jack. He comes out of the net a bit and makes a great save. Gets the puck out to the boards. See that? Sometimes, like, he was forcing that puck to the outside boards, and that's smart play. Shot, still loose. Puck is in front. I can see it. Scramble, but now Jack gets a glove on and gets the whistle. 25 seconds to go. 4-2, and great work by Jack there to just seal up that near side post. Sounds like Prior Lake is calling a timeout, as we still have 25 seconds to go. No harm in resting your legs again one more time. You're going to be in your face-offs coming in front of your goalie, so you might as well have the freshest legs you can. Coach Niesel's giving good instruction about what to do if they win the puck, what to do if they lose the puck. Been a good game by the Lakers. White Bear Lake. It's been more aggressive than more of the games we've seen. I mean, they're hitting hard. They're checking. They're finishing their checks. Forcing the Lakers to step up their game too. They've kept their heads about them for the most part. More so thanks to the referees not calling penalties. The penalty box has been relatively clear. Puck is dropped. White Bear Lake wins it. They get a shot on. Jack kicks it out to the side. So that's an intentionally hard save to kick that out to the far side. Offsides is the call. Lakers are going to get a face-off. Again, White Bear Lake is skating with 6. Their net is empty. I'm not sure what they're yelling back and forth about, but either way, 16 seconds to go. Puck is dropped. White Bear Lake wins this one, and they take the zone. Nice poke by Brecken. Gets it out of the zone, and it's in neutral ice. Max is working hard on the puck there, and so is Brecken. They take it into the offensive zone. There is no goalie, as Brecken pushes that one behind. And there's the train horn from Ron Russell as the Lakers put a first-place victory in the board. Way to go, Lakers. Always feels good to win a championship game and let them celebrate a bit. Coaches come out on the ice. Colton Quinn walking out gingerly with his arm in a sling. The Lakers line up for for the ceremonial handshake. And the hardware comes out onto the ice. Woo! Public address announcer just announcing the official championship. Lakers skate over, collect the trophy. Jackson brings it up, drops his gloves. Everybody's dropping their helmets and gloves for some pictures, and there it is. First place trophy of the Anoka tournament to the Lakers.